Good morning, Newport. Election season is officially upon us, and we have two new candidates challenging the incumbents. Nancy Scarborough is challenging Brad Avery, and Noah Blum is challenging Jeff Herdman. We'll be posting video clips from our election forum to show you more about what these candidates want for our city, but today we want to talk about Newport's two-party system.
Good morning.
Now, as most of you know, liberals and progressives aren't allowed to hold office here. Even rich Democrats don't want to raise taxes. That, coupled with the fact that city council elections are supposed to be nonpartisan, year after year, we have candidates running as conservatives, but with their own unique conservative values. Thus, over the years, Newport has formed its own two-party system. No, I'm not talking about the two-party system at Blue Beat, dance party on the first floor, cocktail hour on the second. Great setup. Do you remember when we talked about Team Newport? If not, check out their shenanigans in our very first episode in Season 1. What you all must understand now is that the majority vote of the council from 4 of the members who have dubbed themselves Team Newport may have been compromised. They are making moves against the wishes of the Newport Beach citizens for their own political gain. Team Newport was a marketing ploy to brand a new group of candidates in 2016, calling themselves Team Newport to insinuate positive local vibes, though they were anything but. They're the ones credited for bringing mudslinging to Newport's local politics, sending out mailers with made-up stories about candidates in an effort to win the elections. It worked, and they currently hold a council majority. Flash forward 4 years later, and Team Newport has morphed into something new with many of the same members, but a new leader. That leader is Mayor Will O'Neill. So what is now a better term to describe Team Newport is Team Will. If you want to know who's on Team Will, just look at his social media posts where he tells you exactly who to vote for. Team Will holds the majority voting block in City Council where they prioritize bringing money into the city over local concerns. This usually results in more pro-development standpoints and pro-tourism money policy. The other party, currently with 2 members residing, Joy Brenner and Jeff Herdman, represent a different vision for Newport. They tend to preserve Newport's values of yesteryear, curbing major development projects and looking out for longtime residents' interests like limiting traffic and airport noise. Do you enjoy your view of the ocean or the Back Bay? Well, you probably have this team to thank, as this party is representative of the same group that saved the Back Bay from development in the 1970s. They've been around a lot longer than Team Will, and for the most part, they actually grew up in our city. We'll call them Team Local. Over decades, Team Local has managed to keep Newport by limiting developments to a thought-through threshold and ensuring future developments follow a planned expansion as outlined in our city's general plan. Team Local is just that, locals. Right now, it's made up of mostly elderly locals who, while they do fight for Newport to keep its classic charm, they don't always support young, fun things like allowing short-term rental units to throw weekend parties or allowing new areas in Newport to build new places to drink. We're working on that last one. Let's talk about why understanding Newport's two parties is important. There's a secret war going on for what direction our city goes in. Do we want Newport to be a sleepy beachside town with its beautiful resources kept for locals, or do we want to milk our beachside jewels for more profits by developing more for tourists? Personally, I don't benefit from having more tourists in the city, but some people do. A lot of people do, like restaurant owners, small business owners, hotel chains, even city council candidate Noah Blum, who himself is a restaurant owner. So now, if you've been listening, you can see how the different teams have different motivations, and depending on what your wants and needs are as a resident, you will likely align more closely with one or the other. Neither is perfect. Would you rather have more tourists and more money brought into the city, or would you rather have less crowds, less noise, less traffic, and try to maintain Newport Beach as it is? These are things you need to think about as you cast your vote this election season. For this election, you'll have 2 members on Team Will, Brad and Noah, facing off against 2 members of Team Local, Nancy and Jeff. We'll be releasing a voter guide to help you look into each candidate for yourself and make your own decisions. Hold on, tip line's ringing. Good morning, Newport tip line. What's that? Brad Avery wants to switch teams? Well, it's about damn time. That's all the time we have for this week. This is Alex Crawford saying from the Back Bay to the Wedge, from Newport Coast to the River Jetties, good morning, Newport.